Let me tell you something, pendejo.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. Just, I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
You just killed a little fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. Lobito! You got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA boxing.
This is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena. Hold on, just fixing my fucking mic here. Testing. It's a prediction show, so I'm gonna be taking down your predictions. You can call in. You know how it works. I'm gonna be opening StreamYard as well, so you can also chime in through there and give us your predictions. And yeah, we're just gonna be talking about the fight that's taking place this Saturday, Canelo versus Golovkin 3. Let's first give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Shadow Combat, Official, Scorecard Boxing Science, Mad Dog H, What About Me, Som Rando, Hard Recoil, Andy Lion, Sasquatch, Bray, SSC. Guys, thank you for being on the show. Well, let's get this started. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're gonna talk about this fight, and we might talk about other stuff. And I said I'm gonna open the phone lines, and I'm also gonna let some people in on the main panel, so we get some action going. All right. So let me just call Mr. BDA. Is already there. Mr. BDA, can you invite Gonzalo, because I don't have him on my friend list for some reason. He has like 3 accounts. So yeah, if you could just invite him. Who else do we have? Chief. And I see Joe in the chat. Joe, if you want to jump in, you can also jump in on the main chat. Sorry, on the main panel, the Discord panel. All right, guys, the phone lines are open right now. By the way, you don't have. I'm not gonna take my time in opening the phone lines. They're already open, so you can chime in there. Actually, let me just also give you the StreamYard link, because I also have this ready. And as you can see on your screen, I already have the prediction list ready there. So I'm going to be writing it down. So there's no backtracking. No, I didn't say this, I didn't say that. Your prediction will be written in stone. All right. I'm on StreamYard as well. I'm going to provide you the link. Let's see where... There we go. And the phone line's on your screen. All right, let's see what people are saying in the chat so far. Let's see. Canelo Alvarez in the chat says Triple G is leaving that ring in a white bag. So we have somebody that believes that Canelo will win by stoppage. I mean, it could happen. I just don't see it happening. I think Golovkin, even though he's 40, I still believe he has a very decent chin, and I don't think Canelo will be able to stop him. But you never fucking know. Let's take a phone call here. 346, you're on the air. 346, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and say Canelo by YUD.
All right, what's your name?
Jack Ripper.
Oh, yes. All right, so Canelo by, and do you think it's going to be why, because of a robbery or something, or do you actually just believe that Canelo will be that dominant?
No, he's going to beat his ass.
Okay. All right.
He's going to beat his ass real bad.
Is it because of the age factor, or why?
Well, Golovkin just been finding nothing but bums, so, and the age. Plus, you know, Canelo's coming off a loss. He's going to want to look at his best.
Would you be surprised if Golovkin actually makes it a close fight? Would you come back on this show and say, I was wrong?
Yeah, I'd do that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
All right. Fair enough. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, I got you down for that, man. Call back after the fight, all right, man? Take care. All right. Our first prediction of the day, people. Canelo by wide decision. I mean, wide unanimous decision. I think this is what a lot of people are thinking, huh? Like, this is what I've been noticing. Canelo, wide decision. Not a stoppage, a decision. But a dominant performance by Canelo. Let's take another phone call. 407. You're on the air, 407. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Yep, you're on the air. Shit.
Hey, so my opinion of Canelo, after post-Golovkin 2, he doesn't jab enough. And that's what kept him in the fight with Golovkin in the first two fights. Against Plant, he didn't jab. Against Billy Joe, he didn't jab. He just tried to walk in and force himself to be the aggressive guy and take hold. And it didn't work for him. It honestly didn't work for him so much that these guys had to wait till they crumbled late in the fight for him to really put the power on him. Yeah, Golovkin's 40, but I think the kind of person that stops Golovkin is someone who's going to walk him down and push the pace really hard and throw volume. Like Murata tried to do that, but he couldn't hold that kind of pace. That's why he started crumbling around 5, 6, and then Golovkin took over. When has Canelo ever pushed the pace on somebody?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the second fight they were going toe to toe sometimes a little bit, but it wasn't really like that crazy. So you're saying somebody like who could stop Golovkin in your opinion? Benavidez, I guess. Stop
him? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Golovkin's 40. People can beat him by decision at this point, but who's gonna? I don't think anyone's gonna quote unquote stop him because he still has one of the best jabs in boxing. That that can stifle anybody. I don't think anyone just outright stops him.
You said somebody that has volume. David Benavidez.
Well, if he's gonna fight at 168, sure, it's someone like Joseph Benavidez could give him issues, but could he stop him? I don't know because who was that guy? I honestly do not remember his name. That Benavidez had recently fought. He was the guy who came up from 160.
David Lemieux?
Not Lemieux. I think it was before that fight. It was the black guy. He was kind of a nobody. Short notice.
Oh yeah. I forgot his name. Yeah, he was throwing. Yeah.
That guy was a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he traded with Lemieux. Lemieux had a hard. I think the guy's corner stopped it. It wasn't so much that the guy was done because that guy was fighting his fucking ass off, and I like Lemieux couldn't. Or sorry, Benavidez couldn't stop that guy. I don't think he's stopping Golovkin either.
Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting point there. All right, so let me write your prediction here. What's your name and what's your prediction?
Swanky Tuna. Which prediction do you want? What I think is going to happen or what I want to happen?
No, what's going to happen?
I want Golovkin to win. I'm a Golovkin fanboy, sadly. These days it's kind of rough. I want to say Canelo by decision, but I won't take that. I'm taking Golovkin by decision.
Are you going with your heart here or like reasoning?
I'm going with my heart. I got no money on it, so what's the matter, right?
Well, you want to be correct, right? But it's your prediction.
I don't care about being correct. That doesn't matter to me.
All right, Golovkin by decision, like unanimous split.
I can't say what 3 other people will say, so I'm going unanimous.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we'll see about that. Call back again after the show, right? Or, do you have anything else to say?
All right, man. All right. Have a good one.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Another prediction here. Well, he was saying he was going with his heart, but I think he believes it's likely that Canelo is going to win. That's my opinion. I don't know. But that's his prediction. Who else do we have in the chat here? Jam84 says, I don't see Triple G stopping Canelo either. Well, there was a 10th round where he hurt Canelo, but a lot of people talk about that round. He hurt him, but still he was standing up. He wasn't doing any type of Amir Khan type of dance. I'm hurt. Oh my God, I'm here to survive. He was still in there. So I mean, Canelo also has a pretty fucking good chin. I don't see any of them getting stopped, even dropped. Like even a flash knockdown or anything like that. I don't see it happening. Guys, please call in. The phone number is on your screen. I see Pete there. Pete, if you want to jump in, send me a message. As I also stated earlier, there is a StreamYard link. Where's the fucking... I can't multitask. Fucking shit. There is a StreamYard link right now, and I've posted it in the chat. So if you live outside the United States and Canada, you can call in through that. Actually, I also think if you call from Canada, you might pay long distance fees. So anyways, you can contact us through StreamYard as well. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's see. Pound for Pound King in the chat says Triple G ain't getting no decision over the cash cow when he's coming off a loss, especially now that G is expected to retire. No cutting the extra weight should help a little. That's true. Golovkin doesn't have to struggle to make in making weight, and that's what Bray said. And as for Pound King, you are right. I mean, I know it's very difficult for Canelo to for Triple G to win a decision. In my opinion, I mean, you can't have Canelo getting 2 losses back to back. Just not possible. But then again, we thought Usyk was gonna get robbed. He didn't get robbed. People saying, oh, he can't lose a decision. He lost against Bivol, so anything's possible these days apparently. Josa says Triple G fans and their excuses. Don Ramon Champ says y'all said that about Bivol too. I think that Don Ramon saying what I said about people saying that this guy's gonna get robbed and then he doesn't get robbed. So we'll see what happens. Also, Black Chibi, you want to jump in? Actually, I'm gonna send a bunch of links here to some people. May spice things up. What do you guys think in the chat about the fight? Like, are you excited about this fight? If you're not excited, tell us why. Because I don't know. And also, tell me what you think the mood is right now in the boxing community. Do you think a lot of people are excited? I know it's just Monday, so maybe it's gonna start to pick up like tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm not seeing a lot of excitement from my end, but maybe because I haven't had a lot of time to really look at the boxing community on Twitter and on YouTube. So you guys let me know what you think about this fight. Rex says, don't sleep on Triple G. I don't think anybody can sleep on Triple G, even though he's 40. The power's still there. So Canelo's going to have to respect that. Not says they're trying to downplay the fight. Who's trying to downplay the fight? That's interesting. Super Sardonic says, I've wanted to see Triple G move weight classes for a while. He's old now, but we'll see what attributes carry up. Good point. Let's see how he looks at 168. Some people have always said that Triple G was a small middleweight. Other people have criticized him for never moving up in weight, for not fighting Andre Ward at 168, even though he called him out, or he called everybody. Well, he called every boxer from 154 to 168, and then he didn't move up, so he was a pussy. Blah blah blah. But I mean, I think he did the right thing, staying at 160. You don't have to move up in weight. Hagler never moved up in weight, and he's considered one of the best boxers of all time, and of course one of the best middleweights of all time. JAM 84 says, I just don't think Triple G has the shot selection to hang with Canelo. Well, I think he does, because he did in that second fight, especially because that was the most intriguing fight in my opinion. They were going toe to toe basically for some periods of the fight. But at this stage in his career, you might have a point. He did look kind of slow in that Murata fight, in my opinion. At the beginning, he looked a little bit vulnerable. But then his pedigree, his skills started to show up later on, and he destroyed the guy. He destroyed Murata. But at the beginning, just how I feel, what I saw. I don't know if you guys disagree with that. That he looked a little bit shaky against Murata. Who else we have? Roderick Davis. He says, hey, Mr. BDA, King Bucho, salute. Roderick Davis, the musician. Guys, remember the phone lines are open and StreamYard's open. Let me post the link again. Ah, shit. That's not the link. Not the link. There we go. StreamYard. Give us your predictions. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say about this fight. Timothy Figueroa says, who has the stamina advantage in this fight? Good question from Timothy Figueroa. Actually, there you go. He says, who has a stamina advantage? People, who do you think has a stamina advantage? Yeah, you would think that the younger boxer has a stamina advantage, but Canelo is not known for having fucking good stamina. It reminds me of Oscar De La Hoya a little bit. Although Oscar really had a bad gas tank, though. But I'd say Golovkin has a better gas tank. Crazy as that sounds, even though he's 40, but Canelo, fuck, man, he just tires, man. Especially at 175, though. I don't think he should have ever moved to 175. I mean, this is terrible. He's what, 5? Supposedly he's 5'9". I mean, some people even claim that he's 5'7". Fuck, that's small for even a middleweight. The hard recall says Hassan depends on opposition and performance. All right. Super Sardonic says, I've never seen Triple G exhausted to the extent that Canelo has been. Good point. Good point. I mean, even in the Jacobs fight, Golovkin, he finished stronger than Jacobs. Remember that? Remember how as soon as the final bell rang, Jacobs just he dropped to the floor, to the canvas, and he was leaning on the ropes. He was happy that the fight was over. Cactus Jack says Canelo height reach for a super middleweight. I mean, I don't think he should. No, I think he's 5'8". You shouldn't even be a middleweight. I mean, Hagler was a middleweight and he was 5'8", but it's rare, man. I remember William Joppy. He was getting destroyed by Trinidad and Hopkins. I mean, no, it's not a good height, man, for a middleweight. Super Sardonic says Triple G can pace himself well. Canelo recently has developed overconfidence in his power and throws everything into them. Yes, now that's the thing. Canelo cannot revert back to this. I'm fighting Rocky Fielding. I'm loading up on my punches, and I'm like, I'm just throwing sporadically. You know, like 1, 2, 1, 1. Like, no, man. Like, he can't fight like a fucking heavyweight here. He's gonna have to fight like in that second Golovkin fight. Combinations, fast. Cactus Jack says Trinidad would KO Spence Jr. I think so, man. Trinidad, I mean, fucking Christ, man. Let's not start talking about Spence right now, but I think this welterweight division has been overrated for the past 5 years. How the fucking Thurman lose to Pacquiao? No, Pacquiao's an all-time great. He was 40 and she's just no, man. Then you have Danny Garcia. She shouldn't even be a welterweight, in my opinion. He's hanging in there with Spence, who Spence is a 154 pounder, a double division. Crawford and Spence is the biggest fight right now, and they can't even make that happen. Oh, sorry, having connection issues. We are back. Sorry about that, people. All right, we have a phone call. Let's take a phone call. 650. You're on the air. 650. Please go ahead.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a close fight. I got Triple G by knockout.
All right.
Are you sure about that? All right.
Well, I'm going with my heart. And that's what I said on What Rep It. So I'm gonna stick with my same prediction. Yeah, Triple G knockout. Why not? Because Triple G has good stamina. He ended the second fight strong. He ended the first fight stronger than Canelo. I think Murata power at 175 is pretty comparable to like Canelo at like 168, 160, and I thought Triple G handled that fight pretty well, even though he got hit a bunch. Yeah, but I mean, if I were a betting man, I'd definitely bet on Canelo to win on points. But I'm gonna go with KO, Triple G KO.
What's your name?
I am your leader.
Oh yes. All right. Well. Jesus, by stoppage, like what, like a one-shot knockout or like accumulation?
Oh no, I think accumulation. I think it'd be accumulation. It'd be like late. It'd be late stoppage, if anything. If Canelo were to get stopped, it'd be a late, and it'd be him because he got gassed. He just got wait. Canelo would just get gassed in like the 10th or 11th, and then Triple G would hurt him and then stop him.
All right. Well, it could
TKO.
happen.
No one shot. It's going to be a TKO.
Jeez. I mean, it's possible. If that happens, if that happens, do you think Golovkin should retire? Sorry, yeah. If you think Golovkin should just say fuck it, I knocked out Canelo. That's it. I'm out of here, man.
Fuck yeah! Right off into the sunset. I mean, he's 40 years old. If he knocks out Canelo, I mean, what a great way to fucking go out. Like, he thought he got jobbed in the first 2 fights, and yeah, it'd go off in the sunset. Why not?
Yeah, good point. All right. Well, I know you say you're not a betting man, but you should bet on that. I'm pretty sure the odds are good on Golovkin by stoppage.
Yeah, unfortunately, California doesn't allow that.
Oh, jeez, California. All right, man. Well, go back after the show, all right, man? Call back after the show. Everybody who's making predictions, you have to call after the show, all right? Anything else?
Oh, I will. I love your guys' show. I will, definitely. I'll call back.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. See you, Butcher.
All right. Thanks for calling. See ya. All right. That was I Am Your Leader with the prediction. Golovkin by stoppage. knockout. We'll see about that. In the chat, we have somebody named I Don't Fight Mexicans. This Saturday is my time, he says. Could be. How much credit can Canelo get by beating Golovkin at this point? You guys let me know in the chat. Cactus Jack says Subriel Matias would kill Devin Haney. I don't know about that. Jose Gomez says, and Canelo is not stopping Triple G. Get off it, Canelo fanboys. All right, Jose Gomez saying that it's impossible for Canelo to stop Triple G. Tony Boswell, a BDA member in the chat. Salute to Tony Boswell. Super Sardonic says, I think Golovkin will stick around for a fourth fight for the payday. Listen, man, I don't know if this is going the DeMarcus Pacquiao route. I mean, this would have to be an exceptionally good fight. Maybe we can get a fourth one. And Golovkin would have to win this fight, though. Or this fight will have to be a draw, which is very unlikely. And those things will have to happen to have a fourth fight, in my opinion. No, actually, if it's a very close fight, and even Canelo wins a very exciting fight, they might make a fourth one. Who knows, man? The Chitlin Disruptor says a lot of credit. Triple G would smash Andrade or Charlo. He's calling Charcoal. Those would be good fights. I mean, you know what? Andrade, fuck Andrade. The guy's boring as fuck. Charlo, he talks a lot, doesn't really fight anybody, but I want to see that fight actually. So there's a lot of Charlo fanboys out there that they think he can beat anybody. To be honest, they actually believe that Canelo avoided Charlo. Can you believe that shit? This is what we're dealing with here. Joseph says, why is that even a question? Canelo should get all the credit. It's two men in the ring giving it their all. Good point. I mean, say what you want about Golovkin being old and that shit. Like, he's still a champion. Isn't he a unified champion at this point? I believe so. He's a unified middleweight champion. And, I mean, what the fuck can you say? It's not like he's coming off 3 losses or something like that. I mean, this guy's still at the top of the game of his division, so it's not like washed up. I hear somebody here. I think it's Jimmy. All right, Jimmy's getting ready to join the show. Rex says,
what's up?
And Charlo dog Triple G. No, people say it's the other way around. Triple G dog Charlo, he'd dog Andrade. Yeah. All right, Jimmy, welcome to the show, man.
What's going on, buddy? Yeah, no, Triple G never ducked Charlo. There was only one time that there was ever talk. Actually, Tom Loeffler, Triple G's manager, sent me it was like War and Peace. Get in my DM explaining it exactly how that whole thing went down. But yeah, no, what it was when he was in between the fight when Canelo, after the first fight, going into the second fight, and Canelo had popped. So remember that he couldn't fight. He was suspended like 6 months of whatever silly thing. So Triple G said, I'm not waiting around. I'm going to have a fucking fight in between. So Tom said, what about Charlo? Before they were even able to make an offer to Charlo, the rumors got back to, I guess, Canelo, and Canelo freaked out. Nope, if you do that fight, I'm not fighting you. For whatever reason, I don't know. I didn't ask. I just found it odd that he would say that. But yeah, no, he didn't want him to fight that. Then that got reported on too by a lot of credible people reported on the same thing. So obviously it was true. Yeah, I think he just didn't want to take shine, possible buys away. Maybe, I don't know. But and Charlo actually tweeted about it. He said, in good time. That was pretty much the only thing. You know what I mean? He was calling. He started calling out Canelo at 154. And he yelled Triple G's name out once, but no, they've never sent paperwork. You know, same thing as Tank Davis. I mean, that's just not even, he doesn't even he's even admitted he's never even asked about fighting any of those other guys. So it is what it is. It just gets almost tiring comparing them. Like, they fight in a different, unless it's forced by the sanctioning body, none of those fights are going to happen. But going into Triple G Canelo, there's different. You know, there's so many. What I hate when you're doing a fight like in this situation. Okay, it's been 4 years since the last time they fought. Triple G's now 40, and at some time he's going to hit the wall. It's Father Time is the only undefeated motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never loses. Is it going to be that night that Triple G goes in the ring and says, "Oh fuck, I'm old. My body's telling me, what are you doing, dude?" You know what I mean? So, is that the night's going to happen, or is he still going to have that second win? He's going to feel freshest. Is he going to get his legs lively? Is the 8 pounds going to be is it going to feel like an anvil on his back, or is he going to feel great they didn't have to sweat off and eat off those last 8 pounds? You know what I mean? He could feel stronger at that weight. Then you have Canelo losing his last fight to Bivol. Wasn't that he took a physical beating, but he lost. That's mental. That affects people different ways. You know what I mean? Put it this way, I would like Canelo chances in winning in a more spectacular way if he had beaten Bivol. I think his confidence and his, you know what I mean, would have been the size of the planet. But so you don't know really where his head's at. He seems very angry. He's very angry at a lot of things he's saying, and I think Triple G is going out of his way to be like extra calm. Like, I don't know why he's getting so upset, blah, blah, blah. You know, but, you know, then he keeps saying how people saw what happened. And, and some of the things you can say, he's definitely saying it's tongue-in-cheek, because I think he thinks, like, more about it than he's letting on, or he's more upset about it than he's letting on. But there's no doubt about it, Bucho. You know it. I know it. Anybody who's got a fucking sliver of credibility knows it. He beat Canelo in that first fight, hands down. I just watched it again today, actually, not 2 hours ago when I saw that, we're going to do this. So I, dropped it on YouTube. We watched it, and yeah, dude, that card, fucking, oh, Bird, man, what was she thinking? She literally, I think she had the driver fill that shit out on the way to the fucking arena. That was absurd. So, he's already won one in my heart. He's beaten him once. At worst, I give the second one a draw. And so now this is like the rubber match. Is Canelo going to beat him? Then they'll all be 1-1-1. It just sucks in the record books. It'll be 0-2, right? Or 0-1-1 for Triple G if he loses. And it just, you know what, dude? One of the things I really find toxic about this sport is the dishonesty of fans, man. Like, I like Canelo. I stick up on all the time. I like Triple G, right? But I like above them is boxing itself. So I'm never going to lie on another man and fucking say something that didn't happen, or at worst, glorifying a fucking judge's robbery. And make no mistake, it was a fucking straight up robbery in that first fight, because that was the biggest fight in a couple of years up until that point. So over 1 million pay-per-views, and it was a straight robbery. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, brother.
Right. I mean, the first fight, it was, in my opinion, it was a robbery. The second fight, I think it was close. I remember at the time I had Canelo winning 7-5, but I think it could have gone either way. I do believe we should have had an immediate rematch, but unfortunately that shit didn't happen. Before we continue, I want to thank Norman Lewis for his juicy contribution. Thank you for the contribution. Norman Lewis always helping the show out. Shout out to Norman Lewis. Jimmy, just one thing about because you were mentioning Charlo. Do you think that the PBC, like they thought at that time when Charlo called out Canelo 154, do you think that they thought, you know what, Charlo's going to become a superstar on his own at some point, and then the Canelo fight will have to happen just because, you have two big names, and people are going to be demanding it? And I'm asking that because now you look at Charlo and his career, where has it gone? Like, where is it right now? You know what I mean? And he's the same age as Canelo also, right? So, I mean... Yeah,
he's 34 years old. I mean, he's literally fought nobody. But now it's a question, the PVC doesn't really have any money. They have no money. They have no... If they had any money whatsoever, they would... Crawford, Spence would be made. But they're so nervous about spending money. Think about that, dude, right? That's one of the biggest fights in boxing. And they just won't pull the trigger on it. They don't want to. They're so afraid of losing money that they won't pull the trigger. So even if those guys are asking $10 million each, that's $20 million. If you do the gate, yeah. So they're like, no, man, we don't want to lose any money. So Or unless those guys are asking for more than $10 million each. If they are, that's insane. But so I don't think that Al Heyman even thinks that way, bro. I don't think he even he thinks in like 3D or 4D chess when he's like in boxing. I think he's business wise. Like he's just looking at dates on the calendar. Which guy? Ooh, this guy. Ooh, he makes good money. I get my 15% on that, 15% on this. You know what I mean, bro? To him, I mean, he's involved in ticket fucking scams. If you're involved, if that's really where you're focused, think about it, bro. Him and Mayweather were buying blocks of fucking tickets and fucking selling them, scalping them. You know, so it's just he was getting his money any way he could. The PBC, nothing they said they were going to do, they did. Nothing. Drug testing to bringing it back to free, but now they put everything on pay-per-view. Then he's not brought anybody from a fucking prospect to pay-per-view star, and all his latest guys, which I gotta say too, we don't think we even did a show where we didn't talk about it, but yeah, the kid in Venezuela, man, I can't believe people thought that kid was the next Bam, but yeah, he got bammed. But they're losing all their top prospects. They're getting banged out. Fucking even Lee, the Korean kid, or I don't know if he's Korean descent, man, he didn't look fucking sharp the other day. He took a bunch of shots too. I don't think he might be the fighter they think he is. I know he's definitely got power, but yeah, my point is, dude, the PBC's in trouble. It's a rudderless ship. There's nothing set. I mean, what fight? They don't have anything scheduled, I don't think, for fucking October, do they? And do they? I can't even think of anything. So he hasn't fought this year. I don't think he has anything on the docket. And you look down their roster, dude, it's insane. You got Keith Thurman talking out of his fucking head about he'll fight. Oh, of course, he wants to fight Spence, of course, because that's where any money is. But he doesn't want anything to do with Jared Ennis. But if I was Steven Espinoza, who unfollowed me after our last interaction, fucking baby. But so. Yeah, no, I would fucking force their hand. I'd say, listen, you want more fucking slots? He's got him over the barrel this time. Why does he be nice? How you like make the fight? Jared Ennis is signed to me, not the PBC, and I got to get this kid a fight. This is now getting ridiculous. This fucking kid with that, he's got that kind of talent. I think he's just dying on a vine. Like, put him in with fucking Keith Thurman. Feed him Keith Thurman. He needs a fucking signature win like that to really start propelling his career. It's like, you would think if that's where his mind was at, promoting boxing stars or making a boxing star, he's got one in front of him, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I'm saying, dude? So that's why I don't think Charlo even enters his mind, bro. I really don't, unless Charlo calls him.
Yeah.
And right now his wife's making videos saying the fucking house is about to be repossessed.
Yeah.
So.
Holy shit.
You see that?
No. I think Mr.
Oh, yeah,
she first. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, she went on live or Facebook Live, and she was walking on the outside. I guess they're separated. But she's filming the house from the outside in the street, saying, "This motherfucker is never going to fight again. I hope you people know that." And he's like, he's about to lose his house. His shit's about to be repossessed. Man, that's cutting a dope boy deep. So I mean, he's the same dude who fucking remember his EBT card bounced. It was I said EBT cards but his debit card bounced. So fucking there was no money on it, and everyone's like, "That's crazy. He's got millions of dollars," and his wife's saying he's broke and about to reform. Because I mean, you see his house; it was huge, cars. I mean, that money doesn't last.
Jeez,
you're only taking home half the reported shit after taxes.
Jimmy, what's the percentage?
Yeah, I don't think, to be honest with you, dude, I don't think he even thinks of them.
Jimmy, before we go to the phone lines, what's the percentage of boxers losing everything after they retire or going bankrupt?
I think it was around 75%. It's pretty much equal in like football. NBA, hockey's the lowest. Hockey has the most success out of all. It was considered the four majors.
It's all middle class.
When you throw in golfers almost never file. But yes, boxers, I think it's 70 to 75% within 5 years of retiring file bankruptcy.
Is it because hockey's like mostly middle class? You know,
it's just raised different. They were Canadian boys, good fucking wholesome Canadian boys. You know what I mean, dude? And they're not flashy. They don't go out and buy. I mean, look at Gervonta Davis. It's a part of his culture. That's what he wants to do. It's his fucking money. I'm not going to pass judgment. But he spent $50,000 on fucking teeth things to on his mouth, and another 50 on a gorilla fucking diamond thing that lost 30% the minute he walked out the front door. Because it's all fucking white, gross stones. But it looks good under bright lights. But they're not VVA and, you know what I mean, like good quality stones. It's Nick the jeweler. Because he puts it on credit. Half these dudes bounce him. I know he bounced the check to that dude. But I mean, when your net worth is $1 million and you just spent $500,000 on jewelry, come on, dude. You know, is it a surprise? You know what I mean? It's not good financial planning. Let's just be honest.
All right, Jimmy, we gotta take a phone call, but we should talk more about this. We should talk more about this. Ridiculous. 731, you're on the air. 731, please go ahead.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good, man. What's up? What's your prediction?
Hey,
Your prediction.
My prediction, man, I'm gonna keep it real and be honest, man. Look, I don't think Canelo is gonna knock him out. Plain and simple, I don't think he is. Yeah, I know that he's moving up in weight and he's, 40 years old now? I just don't think that he will. Because I think Canelo is going to be exactly looking for the knockout. And I don't think Golovkin is going to be like all of those other guys that Canelo was beating at 168 and be respecting him so much that they smiling and laughing at his punches and asking him if they're good boxers and stuff while they're fighting. I think Golovkin is going to come to win. He's not going to come to last. I think he's coming to win, regardless. I don't think he's afraid of Canelo. So I don't think Canelo is going to knock him out. He's going to be able to beat him the way he thinks he is. But I do think he will win.
So what's your prediction?
Especially if they go to the judges. Canelo winning, he going to win a unanimous decision.
All right. What's your name?
Q.
How you spell that?
Just Q. Letter Q.
Oh, Q. Okay, Q. All right. Q says Canelo wins by unanimous decision. All right. So
I thought you were breaking his balls. When you said how you spell that, I thought you was busting his stones.
No, it wasn't. I thought it was like a Q U C U or something. All right. Well, do you think it's gonna be? So there's no robbery in your opinion, nothing like that, right?
Look, I think the fight is going to be really close, and I think that there will be. I don't think it'll be close enough for it to be a robbery. I just think Canelo is going to beat him by 2 rounds. It's going to be like 7-5 clear. I don't think I just think the guys that Canelo has been able to beat, he's just been able to just overwhelm them by throwing one hard punch at a time, and I just don't think that Golovkin is going for that. I think it'll be close, but I think Canelo will win. Pretty clear, 7-5 though.
All right.
Well, let's be honest, guys. I mean, out of both those fights, the only person who was visibly shooken was Canelo at the end of the 10th round in the second fight. That fucking last shot G hit him with fucking rocked him. Without a doubt, as Connor asked him, I say it all the time, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? He took kind of a stutter step going back to his corner. His eyes were like deer in the fucking headlights. Like, he felt that shot. I think that was the shot that made him wait 4 more years. Because remember, he wanted nothing to do with fucking Triple G in the 3rd fight. Fuck, I don't care what the people want.
He did.
Exact quote. I don't care what the people want. And then said, no, it's, okay, now that he's 40, fucking gray beard, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of low rent in itself, but whatever. The fight's there.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I don't think it's a good fight to be had at this moment. I think Canelo should fight somebody else. Like, I don't think Benavidez could beat Canelo, but I would rather see Benavidez fight him than GGG at this point, because boxing has already shown they're not going to give Golovkin a win. No matter what, Golovkin got to knock him out. So,
and where's it going? Really, it's just a money fight for Triple G. You know what I mean? I'd rather have seen him fight Benavidez or it'd be something meaningful too. I agree. You know what I mean? But boxing will never give us what we want. Like a fucking, we're all in love with a fucking bitch who just keeps treating us like shit, and we just keep coming back like simps.
Yeah.
All right, caller. Anything else?
Man, that's about all. I wanted to say this, man. So what do y'all think of Rolly Ramirez? I know you're not talking about him tonight, but I just had to ask somebody this to know about boxing.
Rolly Romero?
Yeah, Romero. Yeah, whatever his name is.
I honestly think fucking whoever doles out his medication should really sit him down and fucking, that kid's a mess, dude. Honestly, if he took a fucking dude, he's literally, and I'm not even trying to be funny, dude. That kid's like, if he wasn't a boxer, he'd be bagging your groceries. Let's just be straight up. I mean, that kid's fucking not all there. You know what I mean? So, and the shit comes out of his mouth. It's cringeworthy. You know what I mean? Spencer's ducking me. What the fuck are you talking about? He said some stupid shit like that the other day. He's insane.
Well, he just signs off that he's already punch drunk or something. Like his words always slurred. Something wrong with him. But the reason why I asked is because I was looking at some stuff online, and people were saying that Pitbull Cruz should fight him next. And I'm like, man, Rolly would get finished quicker than he got finished against Tank, man, if Pitbull fought him. Like, Rolly is terrible, man. Like, awful. I think people just want to see Rolly talk.
Predictable.
People enjoy seeing him talk more than they enjoy him fighting. So,
yeah, he was doing pretty good against Tank Davis, though. He was doing pretty good early on. But is that because he's a good boxer, or because Tank? I mean, you also saw Tank lose rounds against this guy, the Mexican guy, just Cruz. So I mean, which one is it?
Yeah.
Is he really that good?
Yeah.
I rewatched that fight with Tank. I think Tank was looking for the fucking perfect shot. That's what he was doing. He was taking the round after round, trying to get himself. You'd see it a couple of times. He was ready to throw it. That fucking Charlie caught him on his time. It took him to the 6th round, but you knew he was looking for either that shot or the uppercut. But he just knew that. The kid was that awful, his footwork. I mean, did you see he did the same thing going on a 3rd time across the ring before fucking Tank just went pop? I mean, it was nuts how fucking telegraphed that kid was. Oh, my God.
All right,
they should have let him keep his fucking hockey helmet on when he fought.
All right, thank you for calling.
All right, yeah.
Take care, man. Let's take another phone call. 310. You're on the air. 310.
Boom Boom Guy. LDBC. What's going on?
What's up, man? Just taking down.
Yeah.
Prediction time.
Yeah, I only lost one prediction, and that was involving Canelo and Bivol. But I think I'll get this one right. I think Canelo's going to go for the knockout, man. I'm almost 80% sure. You know, he went to war with Bivol, so you're fighting a 175-pound guy, and you're trying to redeem a loss. I think it's going to be easier when he's fighting Triple G. And to be honest, Triple G is a sad case because he's been avoided most of his career, or I would say some of the prime years of his career. Nobody wanted to put their fighter in the ring with him. And, he went in and beat Canelo the first fight. I don't care what anybody say. He won the first fight. But, I mean, they didn't write it that way. They didn't give him the nod. In the second fight, I had him losing only because he said he's going to come in and be the aggressor, and Canelo was more of the aggressor in the second fight. So I think Triple G tried to switch it up, and I think Canelo was more aggressive the second fight. I mean, I would say most of the rounds. You know, Triple G does have an aggressive style, but I think most of the rounds Canelo had got him. So I'll give Canelo the second one, but, man, Canelo, I mean, he got gifted that first fight because, I mean, the history would be changed if they would have called that right. But I do got Canelo since he because I used to bet. Baseball, and I noticed when, like, the Diamondbacks or the Texas Rangers, you know, a low-end team, play somebody like the Astros, don't bet against the Texas Rangers or Diamondbacks the next game. Because after you fight a high-level opponent, anybody else you fight, you're going to look 10 times as better. So I say Canelo's going to knock him out.
Interesting.
And that's my prediction.
Interesting. Jimmy.
About 6 rounds.
Steel, sharp, and steel in all sports.
7th round knockout.
7th round knockout.
7th round knockout.
Jesus. Hey, you better call after the fight, huh?
Yeah. You said what? Oh, I'll call to collect my roses on how I'm right again, I was last time.
All right.
Anything and Canelo after this needs to fight Zorgo, Benavidez, Andre or Charlo. He needs to aim for one of those guys.
Yeah,
he's running out of tomato cans.
Well, Benavides that's a good fight. It's a dangerous fight. Andrade, I don't really think so. Andrade hasn't really done anything to deserve a fight with Canelo. That's my opinion. Charlo, I would like to see that fight just because he has a lot of fanboys out there saying that he can beat him. So, yeah.
You think Charlo's Charlo's more dangerous to Canelo than Triple G is, even at 40?
Triple G's a unified champ.
Hey, Jimmy, let's not take our words for it. Let's take his trainer, Eddie Reynoso's words for it. I think the black fighter is the most difficult style to beat. So, yes, I do think...
Difficult style to train against because
he said...
If you see what he's saying, because you got to train for different things. Triple G's just going to come at you. There's nothing fancy what he's going to do, right? His style. That's a lot of stuff. So when you're going against somebody who's going to move, it would be the same thing if you were going to train somebody to fight Lomachenko. You would have the same mindset. This kid is not somebody you want to have to train somebody against. I would rather train somebody for somebody like Triple G than somebody like Lomachenko because there's too many more factors to consider. Like when you're fighting Shakur Stevens, you have to deal with a fucking elite jab, excellent fucking footwork, and his ability to move and avoid punishment. And you have to be able to know when to attack. So there's other things going on. It doesn't mean that you can beat them or they're less fucking, it's just harder to fucking work for it. And I'll tell you right now, that's why Triple G even looked so bad in the second fight. I'm telling you right now, the dude who's training him, and that's, I think, the reason why he was blasted by fucking Triple G. They never come out and really say exactly why. But my personal opinion, I think they blasted on him because he didn't even prepare him for that style. Like, that wasn't even an option. When Canelo came forward in that fight, completely changed up the game on him, Triple G wasn't prepared for that. He trained for one style for the old Canelo, and he was, in my opinion, I never asked anybody to found this out, but I think he was furious with that because right after that fight, he started talking differently about Abel, and he started complaining about other little things. And I'm telling you, that must have pissed him off. Going back to the corner, and Abel had nothing for him. Didn't say, okay, this is what you got to do. All right, this is, it was terrible. So, yeah. But Triple G still fucking cracks. Can still fucking bang hard. You know what I mean? So, but he's got that fucking redhead monkey fucking, what do they call it? Retard strength. So, and that gallon neck. Cinnamon's a hard boy to put away.
Yeah, look, I just say with Triple G, the history books is not going to remember him winning the first fight. They're just going to have, that he didn't beat Canelo. They're going to have the draw and they're going to have the loss. So I'm not going to Triple G, I mean, he's a good fighter, man. Through everything, whether he got ducked, avoided, I mean, his resume should have a Canelo win on it. And I think he should have been in the Hall of Fame with that Canelo win. But, hey, this is the sport. It's going to go how it's going to go. But I'm out of here, guys. I'm clocking out. I'm going home. But you got my decision. 7th round knockout, Canelo.
All right, man. Call back after the fight. Take care.
All right, peace out.
Bucho, what's your prediction, Bucho? Did you give yours yet?
Yeah, just the Canelo by unanimous decision. I think it could be a split decision. I think it's going to be a competitive fight, but I think just Golovkin's getting old. In that Murata fight, he looked old at the beginning of the fight. He's just getting hit a little bit too much for my liking. Yeah, his skills showed up. His what do you call it? Like, yeah, he's a better boxer than Murata. He was able to show that, but against Canelo, it's gonna be tough. But let's take more phone calls here. 847, you're on the air. 847.
Yo.
What's your prediction?
So my prediction is either we all know both Triple G and Canelo are going to come in juice the fuck up. Canelo fought Triple G juiced up before, couldn't knock him out. I feel Triple G could KO Canelo, or if it goes the distance, we all know Canelo's winning by the scorecards. That's pretty much the way that's going to go.
All right. So, what's your name and your exact prediction? Your name and exact prediction, please.
So, my name is Carlos, and I feel Triple G can knock him out, or else if it goes to the scorecards, it's my prediction is Canelo by unanimous decision, whether he wins the fight or not.
All right.
And that's it, really.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. All right, man.
All right, man. Talk to you next time.
All right, take care. All right, guys, when you call in, please give us your name and your prediction. All right, 956, you're on the air, 956. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Lorenzo. And so, this fucking ways.
Jeez. Yo, you're breaking up, man. Sorry. You're breaking up, man. I don't know if you're using headphones, Bluetooth, or some shit, but it's pretty...
What about now?
Go ahead.
Am I good now?
Yeah, much better. Please go. What's your name again? Alberto? Lorenzo. Sorry. Please go ahead.
So look, I got Triple G because they stopped it, and this is a good fight, and I feel like, I've been studying a lot, and Jonathan Banks, there's the interview out. Jonathan Banks said this, and this was 2 months after the second fight in 2018 November. He wasn't with Triple G yet during this time, and he said if Triple G wants to beat Canelo, he needs to up his volume. He says the volume will give Canelo a lot of trouble and use his jab a lot more. And I feel like Canelo's new style, where Canelo don't use the volume as much. I think he hasn't thrown as many punches as he did in 2018. So I can't see him winning rounds against Triple G. I know at least Jonathan Banks is going to give the game back to Triple G.
Hey, listen, caller, man, I'm sorry, you're cutting off again. It sounds like very robotic, kind of like a ransom call, but maybe call back again later, right? Because it's pretty bad. I can't really understand you. So, call back after, right? I got your prediction. Lorenzo, I got your prediction. 678. Please go ahead. 678.
Hey, what's up? This is Soothsayer, and my prediction is I got Canelo, man, finishing Triple G with a body shot in the 6th round.
Interesting. The body shots, yeah. If you look at the Devrachenko
very
fight,
specific.
No, this is because of the Devrachenko fight. He really got in a good body shot there against Golovkin.
Yeah, I have a good feeling on that, so I hope that...
well, Sousa, you're right. If he was to stop Triple G, I believe you're 100% right. That's how he'd stop him. I don't think he could stop him. He's got that fucking cement jaw. But a body shot can stop anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, though. I never thought
I wanted to ask you guys, they say, power is the last thing to leave. Do you think, how much of that power do you still think Triple G has?
All of it? I think...
Damn, that's still scary, man.
I believe he can probably... Yeah, I believe he can still hit as hard as he ever could. It's will it arrive at the same amount of speed? That's the question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The timing.
He'll still punch with the same thudding power, but can he get it there at the same speed, and can he get it there when he wants to get it there? Because when you become old, you'll say no, and your body just doesn't do it. It's like that. You're fucking, you know what I mean? You're fighting at 80% speed, but your brain's at 100, and it's scary, dude. Everybody I've ever talked to who's gone through it, man, they say it's just a scary thing, and it happens in all sports. You become old in the middle of a game. It just sucks. You're reaching it. No matter if you play something in amateur, even if it's fucking pickup, whatever. Basketball, you boys. All of a sudden you're in your 30s. One night you go to play, and all of a sudden your body just doesn't respond. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Anything else, Soothsayer?
Yeah, one last thing, man. This is a little personal, and I kind of want to know your opinion on this. So before, you and your brother would laugh me out of the room if I talked about Pitbull Cruz, right? But let's say now that, he's legitimate. Would you say that?
Pitbull Cruz is legit. Yeah, he's legit. I mean, I don't know who said he wasn't
fair
legit.
Enough, but I just remember asking for a certain film study one day about Pitbull Cruz, a legitimate Mexican boxer, and I was laughed out of the phone call. So that's where I'm at.
Sousa, I'll give you this about Pitbull Cruz. He is tough as nails, and he only has one direction: come forward. And you got to remind that he kind of represents the quintessential fucking Mexican fighter. Tough as nails is coming. Let's stand there and punch each other, and whoever's standing at the end wins. You know what I mean? He's not going to run from a fight. So all the respect in the world. My problem with him, dude, is he still hasn't fought anybody. That kid he just knocked out the other day, he had 33 professional fights. 30 of them were at 126 or below. They fought at 135 that night, and he had an abysmal KO ratio at 126. How high do you think he fucking punched at 135? Dude, nothing. And that's why Cruz wasn't afraid. He wasn't worried about nothing coming back at him. He wasn't coming in with a jab, just hunted him down and knocked him out like Yoda money. And that's what he was hired to do. That's not what they told him they were paying him to do, but that's the reason why they picked him. You know what I mean? This kid is he brought up a kid almost up 2 divisions. They had one other fight at 135 once. But it's kind of a one-dimensional thing, dude. When you got a guy that you can pretty much at ease, don't have to worry about shit coming back, he should have doubled up, maybe to a feint. Because what we saw him do, which was impressive, right? You see him knock that dude smooth the fuck out in 2 rounds. Now think about trying to do that. What did he gain from that? If he got a shot at, Haney got a shot at fucking Lomachenko. Nothing he's learning, nothing in what giving them, and it's not even his fault, but giving him these soft touches that he doesn't have to develop any other skills, it's not doing him any favors. And what's going to happen with all Heyman fighters, you get complacent, fight soft touches, you put him in there with somebody with a little flavor, and he's done. They're going to pick him apart because he's not going to develop all those other things. But at his core, he's got everything you love. He wants to fight everybody, and he wants to fucking punch you in the face. And he doesn't care. He'll take it back. So my respect to him in that way. I just think being with the PBC was a bad move. But what can you do? That was his ride.
All right, Soothsayer, I just want to say, I think maybe we laughed at your comment about Cruz. Was it right after the Davis fight? Because since then, he's had 2 fights, and one of them was against Gamboa. And although Gamboa is old, I liked what I saw in that fight because he did what he had to do. He took him out. This is what David Haney should have done against old Gamboa. He should have taken him out. Instead, he just went 12 rounds and looked like shit and boring. So, yeah.
Exactly.
And he also didn't,
Listen, my last thing I want to leave with this.
Vargas.
Look, there's a divide.
Which is surprising.
There's a divide.
The fight before.
Jimmy.
Okay, I get it. I get that he's with a Mayatero brand like PBC. I don't like it any more than anybody. But come on, y'all. We need to be united. We need to stand up, whether you're a white Mexican, a brown Mexican, a black. It doesn't matter, bro. Pitbull Cruz is fucking legit.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. All right, Soothsayer, call back again next time. Oh, there's a second Renaissance, by the way. So maybe you want to join that later.
Yes, please.
All right, take care.
Yes, absolutely. Great.
Shit. Sorry, I cut you off there, man. Soothsayer, jump on the second Renaissance. Jimmy, please go ahead.
I couldn't even hear him, dude, the last time. Like anything you just said when you said Soothsayer, I'll touch you later. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the connection. I couldn't even hear him what he said. I hope I answered what he was asking because I respect Cruz, but I just don't think he fought. And was the kid Burchelt? Remember back, was it 2017 or 2019? Burchelt destroyed that kid, Francisco Vargas. I'm saying his name wrong. The Mexican kid.
It was Bandito, yeah. It's one of those local rivalries between 2 dudes from the capital of Mexico. Sometimes those dudes, when they face each other, it goes a distance, in my opinion. I mean, one thing I can say about Pitbull Cruz, he got a chin and he throws a lot of punches. What happens with some fighters? Sometimes they don't let their hands go, and sometimes they're afraid to fight on the inside. Look, like Bucho was mentioning in regards to Yuriorkis Gamboa, man, Devin Haney should have taken that dude out, but guess what? He was too afraid to fight on the inside. He was scared. When you learn how to fight on the inside, you become better because you're not scared about taking punches. Therefore, you can excel better at the inside. If you're too scared to box in the inside, you will never learn. And Devin Haney, yes, he learns how to fight from the outside because he's always fighting scared. He doesn't want to get touched up. Perfect. So he's very cautious, and he's got the legs so he can prevail on the outside. But in the inside, when is Devin Haney ever going to learn? Never. He's too afraid to learn because he don't want to get touched. And Pitbull Cruz, he's proven with the chin because he fought, what's it, Tank Davis. Yeah, he bamboozled fucking Yorges Gamboa. Like fucking 4 times he dropped him. So I think the power is there because he's got the speed. And that generates power. Hey, Devin Haney got speed, but why ain't he generating power? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Did you see Gamboa just try to get sucker punched? Did you guys see that video? Somebody trying to sucker punch Gamboa inside a gym?
Yeah.
Somebody
yeah.
the street?
We'll play it later. Yeah. We got it. Just quickly, Dennis from Boston. I still have your super chat here. Thank you for the contribution. He says Triple G never been hurt, undefeated since he was undefeated for a long time. Now KO'd? Nope. So he doesn't believe that he will get KO'd. He's never been hurt. And that's a good point, Dennis from Boston.
Yeah.
Triple G has still. He can be old as fuck. He still has that chin, man. That's just a fact.
He's strong as fuck. He's stronger than Canelo. Hard to believe, but this what happens when elite fighters face and tough human beings. Gennady Golovkin's one of the toughest human beings. We watched that football player get knocked out this weekend. Look, big neck, strong as fuck. He got knocked out by another dude that's also an amateur. It doesn't mean because you look all big and got all these muscles that you can necessarily always take a punch. Triple G's proven to take a punch. Canelo as well. My opinion, you know what? Golovkin will end up throwing more punches, but Canelo will make a miss. And when you make a person miss, that's maybe when you can catch them being half of themselves. Like when he's exhaling out and exhaling in, and the monster is breathing, and there's a sign of life. When he misses those punches, Canelo can counter and hurt him because he's not going to be bracing his body together. So that's when he's kind of vulnerable. Doesn't mean he ain't tough and he can't take a punch.
Gonzalo,
he's a little slower.
What about frustration? You're saying Canelo's gonna be making Triple G miss. He's not gonna get into Golovkin's head. I'm fucking. I'm missing. I'm getting frustrated.
No, he's not. Well, a little frustrated, but he's not gonna stop throwing. Even though he'll make a miss, he'll make him pay, and GGG will wince, and Canelo will score. But GGG's still gonna keep coming and throwing more punches. If Canelo throws 350 to 400 punches, maybe 450, Golovkin will end up throwing 700. But the thing is that Canelo will make a miss and he'll make him pay and it'll kind of even out. And the judges are going to remember when GGG misses and Canelo makes him pay, it's going to be kind of like eye-catching. Although the 30 shots will be Triple G's, obviously. And maybe he'll take a little bit of power off him just to throw more. But he's still heavy-handed and they will count. And I don't know, it's one of those type of fights. And maybe Canelo holds his guard where he braces his body, shells up, and he ain't necessarily pushing Canelo's head back because he does have that gallant neck. So he might absorb him and look like they're not all that hard. But yeah, GGG fucking cracks.
All right,
in other
guys,
words, he won't look hurt. Canelo won't.
All right, guys, we got a bunch of Triple G. Jimmy, go ahead, and then we'll take phone calls because they're piling up. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay, real quick, I would say if I was Triple G, if I was his trainer, I'd say, listen, let's probably all in the ring. This is gonna be your last fight. Don't try to store your energy. If you're gonna hurt him, if you stop him, it's gonna have to be hurt him early. So I would do something different. I didn't see him throw too many lead rights, catch him off the wrong foot. So Triple G's not known to do that. Very seldom will throw just a lead right, straight right across shoot it across his body, like lefties like to do, southpaws. But I would do things like that. Do things that Canelo's never seen, he's not trained for it. The guy doesn't usually do it. I think he needs to do something like that, catch his attention, and then double up on the jab and make levels. Go to the stomach with a jab, right to his solar plex, chest, and then but double up and follow it in into his fucking, So if you follow it directly in, you follow it in on the line, you get close enough where no matter where you hit him, whether it's in his arms, whether it's in his fucking, you're throwing hard, big shots. Because what Gonzalo's point, you don't want to be throwing those big shots from distance, from mid-range, because if you miss, you're going to get clobbered, and it takes so much more out of you. So instead of losing, you fucking win that way. And I'll finish on this. Double up the jab, follow it in, though. Don't just double it up for the sake of doubling it. Follow it in, do your business. Okay, that's it.
All right. Interesting take from Jimmy. Yeah, let's take a phone call. 323, you're on the air. 323, please go ahead. Yo 323. All right, are you there? All right, call back again, man. We can't hear you. 561. You're on the air. 561. Please go ahead.
Hello, how you doing? This is Black TV. How y'all doing today?
Yo, what's up, Black Chibi? Prediction time.
Prediction time, man. Canelo, he gonna win. But I don't feel like this fight is a little overhyped. I mean, like it's a little like honestly, why? I'm trying to figure out why we're paying so much attention to this fight.
Well, why, Jimmy? Gonzalo, why we paying? Why we? Go ahead.
It's the biggest fight in boxing. Whether we like it, whether we ask for it, it is. It's the biggest fight in boxing. It's gonna sell more pay-per-views than pretty much probably anything else this year. And there's not much buzz for it, but it's still gonna do. I bet you over 800,000.
The final product, we're gonna get a fucking fight for sure. If you like boxing, you're gonna witness two dudes go at each other and deliver an exciting a fight that boxing fans love. If you take away all the hype and all the politics, the thing that most people fucking crave, or a lot of people, oh yeah, the fucking the spicy, like, oh, let me see what's gonna fucking happen, like all the fucking like all the like what all the drama. Nah, fuck that. The drama inside the ring, it's fucking going down, bro. If you like boxing, why not fucking watch it? What's so wrong about that?
All I'm saying is
it's gonna be violence. It's gonna be a violent night.
Well done, like.
Go ahead,
like it's going to be a well done steak fight. It's not going to be a medium rare fight. I mean, he's fighting a old ass Triple G. I mean, and then let's even talk. Like, be honest, even when his performance with Murata and everything wasn't really that good. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. So, like the fact that they're building this fight to this point and it's not even that hype, and that's what's getting me.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's still a competitive fight, in my opinion. Yes, Golovkin's a little bit older now, but he's still a unified champion, so he's not completely washed up, right? He's not coming out of retirement or anything like that. He's 40, but he's still a champion. And we've seen what happens when he fights Canelo, man.
So you really think he's even gonna last like 6-7 rounds with?
Of course, he's going 12 rounds, man. Come on, man. What, you think he's getting knocked out? Okay, wait.
Yes.
He is, man. Okay, Black Chibi, what's your prediction again? Just specifically, give us your prediction. Canelo by stoppage?
Man, Canelo.
Obviously,
I hate to say it, but Canelo spot round 7 body shot.
All right, body shot, round 7.
Yeah,
all right.
Maybe body shot.
Hey,
upstairs, Triple G said that his punches feels like slaps. That's how tough. Maybe he's exaggerating, but that's what Triple G said.
Yeah, are you buying the fight? Are you watching the fight?
Who me? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm off to steal it. I'm stealing it.
All right, the radio. You're gonna listen to. Okay. All right, man. Well, Black Chibi,
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else, Black Chibi?
But all right, then, man. Let's do. No, that's it. That's it. That's all. Just giving out my prediction.
All right, call back after the fight. All right, take care, man.
All right.
All right. Somebody who's not interested in the fight. 616. You're on the air. 616.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, BDA? It's Sir Irwin. My prediction is Golovkin stoppage. Like all these Canelo dick riders, bro, they're wrong, man. Triple G ain't getting stopped. If anything, fucking Canelo, he's the one that fucking regressed so far. That little bitch, his punch output's like gone down so much. His stamina has gotten worse. His opponents are even fucking shittier than Golovkin's, in my opinion, because like every fucking Canelo opponent so far, they've just showed up to not win. They just showed up to just lie down. Like there's no opposition at all. Unlike Golovkin's, who actually showed up to win. That's why, in my opinion, Golovkin's gonna win. Plus Canelo, just shit. The only reason why Canelo didn't get stopped in the first 2 fights they had was because G couldn't land as good as he could. But when he did hit him, Canelo was obviously rocked, like in their second fight. So in my opinion, yeah, Triple G's gonna stop Canelo once he like fucking tires out like he has been the last few fights he has had. But Canelo, I don't think he's counterpunched in a while. Like his counterpunching ability was barely there against Bivol when he literally fucking tired out. So all Triple G's got to do is throw a shit ton of punches, and Canelita just gonna tire out, and then he can't counterpunch for shit. And once Triple G lands a clean shot, he's dead basically.
What's your name again?
So you know what it is?
Well, hold on. Just get his name.
Sir Irwin.
Sir Irwin?
Yes, sir.
All right, got you down for that. Jimmy, go ahead.
I was going to say, what it is what Canelo's very good at, it's not one of those things that make highlight reels, because it's one of those things you have to be focusing on, or like, boxers will notice it, is how hard he is to hit from the waist up, meaning like how good he is at moving without having to move his legs. He's very good at moving his upper body with just turning with punches. He's excellent at it. He works on it a lot. There's a lot of twisting sit-ups. So that's the reason why Triple G, it's hard to catch him clean. And when he did catch him super clean, like you said, in the 10th, he rocked the fuck out of his bell. And I guarantee it was the hardest and worst Canelo's ever been rocked, because he does have a granite chin. He's never been fucking stopped, amateurs or anything. But been down as far as I've heard, hurt. So he definitely can take a shot.
And one other thing defensively, you know why Triple G's not hurting Canelo, like, to the point where he's dropping, like, because he's dropped every contender and he's knocked out every fighter that he's faced. He dropped every Chenko and Jacobs. Because Canelo, this is what the Mexican does. And Julio Cesar Chavez used to do it as well. He's very well at keeping his eyes open in the inside fighting. So he's always paying attention to the right hand. Sometimes he's getting his head popped off with the jab, which not everybody can take, like you said, Jimmy. But he would rather take a fucking jab or block it and fucking watch when that right hand comes to get the fuck out of the way out of that right hand. Because that right hand catches you when you're fucking out of there. You're getting knocked out. But what Canelo's doing, he's watching it, and sometimes he's turning the neck where he's riding with the punch. He's rolling with it, or he's zipping it all together.
Saw that in the second fight. He was willing to eat the jab to avoid the right. He realized it's the lesser two even though it was a fucking piston-like jab, and it breaks people's noses and shit, man, it ruins your day type of jab. But Canelo was, and Canelo's got the perfect boxing nose. It's small, he doesn't have a very, like a Roman nose and gets smashed. So he's got the good nose for a jab, thick forehead. So he kind of put his head down, ate the jab, but you're right. That's how he was able to also avoid some of those right hands.
Caller. Oh, anything else?
I mean, I agree with that, but Triple G's got power in both of his hands, and like I said, Canelo has regressed, in my opinion, quite a lot compared to their second fight. So all G's got to do is just probably hit him with a left hook, and he's probably all rocked and shit, in my opinion. Plus the whole head movement thing. Yeah, he has head movement, but just look how it turned out against Bivol.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. But then again, Bivol is a different fighter than I would look at the second Golovkin fight, Canelo Golovkin 2, and the head movement was pretty. It did work. So, against Bivol, it was a different thing. Bivol's just fucking bigger, man. But who knows, man?
And Bivol didn't even foot on the gas either. You had Triple G's breakdown on that fight. He was he thought Bivol was actually taking it easy. He thought he could have fucking put more on him. He should have been so worried, because he said you could tell those punches weren't hurting him. He's like, I don't know why, when he had him fuddled a few times, hitting him with those fucking uppercuts and combinations, why didn't he jump in on him? But that's not his makeup. But Triple G needs to throw. He needs to throw combinations. He can't 1-2 him. It's not going to work. He just cannot do what he tried to do in the second fight. If he tries to duplicate that fight, just go, I'm going to fucking 1-2 you. And it's just, no, he's going to have to do more. He's going to have to throw combinations. He's going to have to follow, and he's going to have to go to the body this time. He avoided Canelo's body like the plague last fight, which was a mistake. Because he's got a devastating body punch.
That's why Triple G hired Jonathan Banks, to teach him how to throw combos and shit, and the whole rhythm thing that they do at the Krog. That's why he hired him, pretty sure.
All right. Yeah, probably.
Plus, just last thing. Plus, Bivol did use, the only reason, in my opinion, Bivol won against Canelo was he also kind of use the same tactic Triple G did. So the game plan was already there.
Yeah, could have been that. I mean, well, we can break that down later, man. But we gotta move on. We have
yeah, it's his footwork. Vival was his footwork would beat him. He's one of the best footwork in boxing. Like a fucking, he just parries in and out, dots in and out, keeps him in the same distance, never off balance, never you know what I mean?
Yeah, good fundamentals.
And with Triple G has excellent feet too, but he doesn't use it in the same way. He doesn't dot in and out.
No. All right, caller, call after the fight. All right, take care.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, good call. We got another call, 346. You're on the air, 346.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Give us your name and your prediction, please.
How's it going? My name's Anthony, first-time caller. I think Canelo wins it by a decision. I think it's sad the way that he was able to play his cards right. You know, he move up in weight, experience different power, and then all of a sudden he gets a chance with Golovkin, making Golovkin go up to 168, even though Canelo's already comfortable at that weight. And I think he just catches him with a win.
Yeah, so you think the age is going to play a factor, right? A major factor?
Not a major factor, but I think Canelo's more comfortable at 168 than Golovkin, because like Jimmy said, we still have to see how that weight difference catches up to Golovkin, if it can benefit him or if it slows him down.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already seen Canelo fight at 168, you know, at 175.
Well, some people believe Golovkin's going to feel more comfortable at 168, right? He's been at 160 his whole life. He's getting old now, and now he can move to 168, so that might help him.
Yeah, that's true. It might help him.
But
it's going to be a close fight. It's going to be a good fight. Look forward to watching it.
Yep.
Sure.
All right, so you think it's going to be a good fight? Interesting. That's good, because we have a Black Chibi who said that the fight's going to suck, or there's no point in it, basically.
Yeah.
So you think we're going to have a good fight?
Yeah, I like I said, this is first time calling, but I've been watching the show for a minute. Black Chibi, I called him out in the super chat. I said that he's a low-key LBBC, and then he claims to say he doesn't know what LBBC means. There are some people that say that Golovkin Canelo is not a fight to watch because they're both washed. It's the same people that, you know, cheer for Deontay Wilder and Haney and think those fights are exciting. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
I'm just curious to see.
He probably likes Devin Haney's fights, you know, and that's a very good point, man.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it, man. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care, man. See ya.
Yeah.
All right. Good call right there, and it's true. I mean, some people who complain about this fight, they enjoy watching Devin Haney sink out a joint for 12 rounds. So, yeah, makes you wonder where they stand.
And Canelo, I think in Triple G, they don't really need a lot of promotion because they already know who they are and the fight's already delivered. So why waste, I think, the money? I'm not sure if that's what it is. I don't know too much about that stuff, but who cares? Okay, if they don't even promote it, it's still probably going to sell anyhow.
Right. That's true. Hey,
you read my prediction real quick, Mucho?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask you. We need your prediction, man.
I think Canelo. Sorry, my wife's asking for the fucking bro. Go ahead. Yes, okay. Hey, I think Canelo edges it out this time. I think Canelo edges it out, but watch, listen. I think they gave it to Triple G.
What?
Boxing's weird, man. Boxing's weird. They're not gonna like throw GGG under the bus. At the end of the day, they're gonna give him some some compensation.
Fuck. Wait a minute. Somebody called earlier and said or somebody typed. Anyways, they said Canelo cannot lose this fight because he cannot lose 2 fights in a row, especially against a guy who's basically close to retirement at this point.
That's right. That's exactly like legacy-wise. You can't throw You could, but I'm saying it would do him a disservice. It would be kind of fucked up. And boxing's weird in a way where I think the scoring could be subjective. GGG lands more, but Canelo makes him miss, makes him pay. He lands the cleaner shots. GGG will end up looking like a raccoon. He'll be all fucked up, but at the end of the day, he muscled and hustled his way. and he made Canelo look tired in the end. It'll be a close fight, but they'll give it to Triple G split decision.
Wait,
a fight that I think, in my opinion, that Canelo deserves to win.
What? Hold, this is fucking weird. I'm trying to process this information, but what happens after that? After this, though, I mean, so you're saying Canelo gets robbed, and then what? A fourth fight?
It's something like that, man. I don't know about a fourth fight because I thought about it, but who knows? Yep.
Yo.
BDA. Yeah, BDA.
What's up, everybody?
BDA.
I just want to say something. Hey, what's up, fellas? I just want to say Gonzalo has a point, because I don't know if you guys remember. I said this before the Bivol. I mean the Bivol fight. I said, look, all these people that are saying that Bivol can't win a decision. There's a precedent for close fights going Canelo's way, but it hurts a guy more, an A-side more, to have these consecutive bad decisions than to actually take a loss. I was like, okay, he lost to Bivol. It was, competitive fight for the first 6 rounds, and then, or first 4, I would say, and then Bivol just took over. There's no shame in him losing. I mean, his career is not over. So sometimes it hurts the A-side more to get all these benefits than it does him just sustaining a loss and saying, okay, I'm going to, wipe my hands and move on. But remember, Pacquiao lost 2 times in a row in 2012. That was a nightmare year for him. So now, of course, he got knocked out. It's not like he got 2 decisions in a row against him. But it's not out of the... I agree with Gonzalo. It's not outside the realm of possibility that Golovkin gets this. And also, keep in mind, I'm not so sure about this theory that I have, but maybe promoters don't want a guy to have as much power as Canelo does and command as many paydays as he does. I mean, sure, they make money with him, but what if he starts getting a little bit too rambunctious, starts demanding too many things? I mean, they got to keep him in check as well. Yeah, so maybe this is a nightmare year for Canelo.
So you're saying a loss is going to do that?
Oscar isn't there anymore, Bucho. Oscar's gone. And like BDA said, yeah, you give him too much power. If he bounces around from promotional companies, he's going to demand millions upon tens of millions. Right? So you keep him in check, take it out, and we kind of get some of that power back.
And remember, Oscar's very close with a lot of those sanctioned dudes, like Suleiman. I think he's his boy. You know what I mean? So he do things with him. He still made his connections. So how heavy was his connection still in Vegas? Who knows? But you're right. He doesn't have him anymore. Does the zone have any kind of fucking pull there? I don't know. Now where they fighting?
But hold on. Canelo's gonna fight with the zone again after this fight, right?
No. Was the location for this fight?
Vegas.
T-Mobile again.
Oh, T-Mobile. All right.
T-Mobile again, huh? Yep. Adelaide Bird fucking judging.
Yeah, no, but regardless of the judges, I mean, is Canelo gonna fight with the zone again after this? Is that already set in stone?
Well, he doesn't have a contract with them now. He's on a fight-to-fight basis. He just uses Eddie because he said he likes Eddie the best. And so he's got that kind of juice where he just goes where he wants. Like, he could show up to Top Rank tomorrow and say, "Hey, Bob, want to make fucking a couple of $100 million with me?" So,
but Jimmy,
Eddie Hearn made that pop too.
Didn't he have a 3-fight deal?
Basis.
Didn't he have a 3-fight deal or some shit like that with the zone?
Well, yeah, that already happened, dude. That was gone after the he signed these fights, but something, I forget how it went down, but right now he's just going with Eddie. He uses Eddie because he likes Eddie the best. And like where Crawford, we don't know who he has. Canelo's smart enough to know you need somebody. You need somebody to do all that shit where you're out golfing, you know?
Okay.
And Canelo beat him once and he got the draw. It's kind of like, remember Barrera Morales? I thought that the fight that Barrera should have deserved to win, they gave it to Morales. Because Morales was undefeated at the time. In the next fight, Barrera should have deserved to win that and so forth. Right? So it's one of them fights that even though Canelo loses to Triple G, in hindsight, he already beat him once and he got the tie in the first fight.
Oh, man.
Just like back and forth. This one, Canelo deserves to win, but they give it to GGG. In the last one, I thought that GGG deserved it, but they gave it to Canelo. And at the end of the day, who will really care or remember that? At the end of the day, win 1-for-1. And they got the draw on the other one.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I just got a DM. Can you guys tell me, somebody just asked me a DM, was it Boom Boom or Chibi who called Triple G a can? Somebody just asked me. I said I don't remember.
I think it was Black Chibi, but don't quote me on that. Don't take my word for it. I think it was Chibi. He called him an old man.
Well, there's the answer for you.
Yeah.
They say Golovkin's old at 40, and that would really look good for Canelo. Well, yeah, it would. But he's been ducked ever since until now. The old lion, the new lions haven't been wanting to face him. Charlo, and people don't remember that shit. Oh, ducking's not. You can't consider it a valid point because who will remember that in the future? But it's true. Why are those fighters fucking scared to fight him? Because they'll probably lose.
Well, they say it's the other way around. They say it's the other way around. It's Canelo who doesn't want to fight them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I remember back in 2015, somebody said something. I think it might have been. See, I can't remember who exactly said this, but it was fucking hilarious and so true. He said at the time that it was Charlo, because it was right after Charlo called out Canelo, and he said Charlo don't even use words that begin with the letter G, so nobody mistaken thinks he's freaking out of here, something like that. Yeah. It was funny as a fuck. Yeah, no, dude. Nobody would even mention his name. No. Never mind. Get on Twitter and say, I'm calling out Triple G. That just didn't happen from like 2013 to 2017. You had professional fighters. Billy Joe Saunders, the one who said he was going to fucking knock out Canelo. Remember, and this was truthful as fuck, as he said in anger, when he pointed to the fucking kid now trying to weasel his way out of the Ben fight, he pointed over to him and he said, he could beat you and me on the same night. When he was at his height, crotch, you swerve him. You don't fight him. I mean, that was no joke. Nobody. People, I mean, fucking Cotto paid him almost $1 million cash to go away. Like, I ain't fighting you. You crazy? I mean, people just, like, that just doesn't come into say. I guess when you hate a fighter for whatever reason you have to hate on a fighter, that's because that's something that's a nuance. So you have to actually think of that. You didn't see it. But that's huge. And the fight community knows that. And knows for 3 years he was the most avoided fighter in boxing. Hands down.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He was.
I like what I saw in the Murata fight too, man. That dude came out kamikaze style. Fucking the Japanese, because he knew he was old. In his mind, they say, oh, let's go get him. Right now, jump on him, hit him to the body, break him, and fucking stick a fork in him. But no, the dude actually took everything that Murata dished out, and then he gave it right back. And the one that ended up getting broken was Murata. You can't come out like that against Golovkin, even if you're Canelo, because if you punch yourself out, guess what? Golovkin's going to come right back. And if you can't fucking put him away, he's going to be there because he's never been put away. I don't think he could. The only thing that I could see Canelo smart, like in the finishing sense, because fighters are smart. When you hurt somebody, you can jump on them, whether it's Canelo or Triple G. But other than that, good luck. If you can't, you're going to put yourself out. And that means Golovkin's coming too. Coming right back.
All right. Before we continue, I'm just going to let everybody know that there is a second Renaissance show after this show. The second Renaissance, if you don't know about that channel, we talk about, it's a live stream, same as this one, and we talk about anything non-boxing, so politics, whatever, the paranormal, everything. So check it out. The link is in the description of this video, and I'm gonna play a commercial, so just if you're on Discord, you won't be able to hear anything, so just wait for me to come back. All right, guys, check
on the next Second Renaissance. The world is going insane, and we're on the front lines covering the action.
Mucho. It's over?
No.
Open panels.
One of the things that I'm still curious and...
All right, hold on.
Okay, I forgot. Yeah.
I'll tell you when the commercial's over.
On the next Second...
Yeah, okay.
On the next Second Renaissance. The world is going insane, and we're on the front lines covering the action. Open panels, open phone lines.
There's an awful lot that you don't know. There are things you never dreamed of. There's another world out there.
Find out on the Second Renaissance.
All right, that's the Second Renaissance. People, check it out. Link in the description. We're going to have a show tonight. It's going to be hosted by Mr. BDA, so I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, Gonzalo, go ahead. And then we take a phone call.
Why didn't they? I thought they should have, or they could have gone more to the body in the first and the second fight. And why didn't? If Canelo understands that maybe he wants to risk more now, because he's fought bigger guys at 68 and 75, that if I could take Triple G's punch, let me go to the body more now, and maybe that's how he gets him. But he's got to really risk it.
The Evryachenko fight. That Derevchenko fight, man, he was hurting Golovkin to the body. Well, he landed a good body shot. Hey, we'll see, man. All right. Take a phone call.
That commercial was awesome.
Oh, you saw it on?
I just went and watched it on my TV. Yeah, I just know I wanted to watch it on the TV. You know what I mean? On my phone.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
BDA just
that's
sent me
awesome,
that.
dude. Good work on that,
cool.
man.
Yeah, that's Mr. BDA's editing skills. All right, 909. You're on the air, 909. Please go ahead.
Well, I think that just in general, if Canelo is not trying to make a statement after the knockout, I think he could pull something off. Just seeing the Murata fight and the Derevchenko fight, and I feel like he took the fight because he saw something that he could do something, because he wasn't really trying to get that fight for way after that controversial decision.
Okay, so what's your name and what's your prediction then?
My name is Mayo. I'd say that Triple G gets stopped 11th round.
Jeez. All right. Golovkin 11th round stoppage. Sorry, you're saying Canelo by stoppage. Canelo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you think that's because Golovkin's old, or are you saying that?
Well, Ty's undefeated, but now we're seeing like Chocolatito, Luis Ortiz. There's like people who are kind of defying, Bernard Hopkins defying time. So I think Triple G still has things that Canelo has to worry about. And if Canelo comes out too hastily and wants to make a statement, or is mad because supposedly Triple G is talking shit or whatever, then he could end up losing just because he's too hasty with his approach. But if he's just smart about it, and he's seen things, and he's like kind of studied up, or like Eddie Reynoso has seen things, then I think Canelo has got it.
All right. Well, go back after the fight, all right, man, to see if you got your prediction correct. Because that's interesting. All right. Take care, man. All right. Let's take one more phone call here. 612. You're on the air. 612. Please go ahead.
Hey guys, Tinman here. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, Tinman. What's up?
What's up? Yeah, I think it's Canelo is going to stop Golovkin in the 12th round. I think Canelo will get lot more serious in this fight. I think maybe he took Dimitri Bivol a little light, and he's going to sharpen his tools. He's going to be more aggressive. It's going to be a competitive fight, but I think Canelo will come on top in the end. And one last point, I hope Elon Musk locks up Chris Eubank Jr. and Tyson Fury in a rocket and sends them to Mars. I'm tired of their antics, and I hope we don't have to hear them again. That's it. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks for calling, man. Take care. Yeah, about Fury, I'm tired of hearing about Tyson Fury as well. We can talk about that on another show. It's just getting fucking annoying. But so he said Canelo by stoppage, 12th round. All right, we're starting to get some Canelo by stoppage predictions here. Oh shit, did I delete? I think I did. Fuck, I deleted Mario's prediction. He said Mario said Canelo by.
I think you put them in the same sentence.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you for that. Hey, Gonzalo, what are the chances of somebody winning by stoppage in this fight? Do you think it's likely, unlikely?
Well, I mean, like I said, Canelo, he rolls with the punches. He's got great defense. He's always going to be looking for that right hand. And maybe you could get Canelo also to like the body because of the stamina. Break him down. And same thing with Golovkin. You could break him down to the body. But upstairs, it's going to be very hard. Because those dudes got like turtle shells for fucking chins. You cannot penetrate their fucking their humanity. And you look, watch the thing. The thing with knocking these two dudes out, knocking each other, they're not gonna do it by one punch. Maybe Golovkin could, but I don't think so because Canelo's that tough as well. But so like if you don't knock out your opponent with one punch, that means you gotta stay in the kitchen and fucking like while you throw that punch, and if that dude ain't going away, and you go for the kill, that dude's gonna get his get back. So if you ain't knocking out your opponent with one punch, that means you're also gonna be there to get hit back. So that kind of leaves it to where it's kind of difficult. You could probably say it better than I can.
Triple G. Well, no, you said it perfectly, dude. That's exactly what I agree with you. He needs to get in there when he can't just go in there and keep setting up, trying to land that perfect right to the head. Like, because he's very specific on how he likes to throw his punches, his power punches, his footwork, his being a kind. That's probably his biggest drawback. Is he like you'll see? All right, for instance, quick difference. Crawford, he can have his feet in a very awkward way, but he's athletic enough to throw with power with both hands, without having to be in a specific spot. Where Triple G, he knows where, but how to generate the most amount of power, but it comes in that almost perfect batter stance. You see a guy getting the batter's box, you want to be in their perfect stance. So you do that on a faster scale in boxing. So that's been his drawback. This time I think he needs to double up and not try to put everything to the head at 100%. Throw it to the body, throw it to the fucking arms. Just pop. Throw a 3-4 piece combinations with 80% on it, and then bounce out if you have to, or tie up. But don't let him get his get back. Don't sit there, throw a shot, and wait to get caught. Jump in, double up with the jab, do something he's never seen. Double up with the jab, pop, come with the right, even if you have to catch him in the shoulder and tie him up. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Do something like Canelo, be like, oh, I wasn't expecting you to do that shit. But don't exchange punches for the fucking sake of I'm tough, I can do it. It's just not a winning formula for him at that age.
What about Canelo? Does he have something to prove here? Does he have? Is he required to go for a stoppage? There's again, people are saying Golovkin's 40, he's old. Canelo, they're saying he shouldn't have won the first.
Maybe if Triple G had been stopped before, but he's never been stopped. He's never shown even a sign of being close to being stopped.
Yeah, but
so it's kind of unfair to expect Canelo to have to stop him. If he beats him soundly, beats the life out of him, just beats him, it's kind of one-sided and cringeworthy. That's even worse than a knockout. So it's just some guys aren't meant to be knocked out. I think Triple G falls in that category. Besides a body punch. Anybody go out with a body punch. Yep.
And what I've noticed
to the liver.
And what I've noticed about Triple G, when he's taking punches by the likes of Kell Brook, Canelo Alvarez, Debriachenko, he's a tough guy. Kind of like Manny Pacquiao when he bangs his gloves together. He takes the punishment, and you could see the snarl in his face, basically saying, "Okay, I know what you got. You brought it, now it's my turn, and I'm going to come forward." So he's constantly, when he's absorbing the punishment, he's also turning it up, and he's understanding how much, even Murata, he caught him too, he's understanding how much you're going to turn it up. That means I got to take that so I can turn it up. So basically, if Canelo goes in for the kill, then GGG gets hurt, he's probably going to step back a little bit. But if he can take it, he's going to be all right. You fucking hit me. Now, are you done? Now it's my turn. He's that tough.
Yeah.
So, maybe he's getting hit and he's getting fucked up. He's getting fucked up, but it's calculated. It's a calculated type of you hit me, I'm going to get you back too.
And he hides his chin as well as anybody in boxing. Look at all the pictures of him. Go on the internet right now. Look at him in the ring. If he's just kind of standing there, looking at his opponent, look at how tucked his chin is. He's looking up through his eyelids at people. He's always got his chin tucked in, and that's so key. On a couple of different things, it's harder to place one on the button, and by your neck in that position, believe it or not, it's pre-shock. It's like a bend, so it's a little bit of a bend forward in your neck. So, believe it or not, when you take a shot, what knocks you out is your head, your brain being smacked against the inside of your skull. That little bend in your neck helps prevent that. It takes more. It's like a shock absorber type thing, and he's excellent at that. Always looking at you through his eyelids. So he's got to continue to do that.
And Canelo's not really a devastating puncher at 68. Not one punch type of knock you out. So Golovkin's been hit by bigger guys. Oh, they're gonna say, oh, maybe they're not elite as Canelo. Okay, I give it to you. Still have 20 defenses at Lightweight. And I say bigger guys because there's taller guys than Canelo that GGG has faced, even at 160. Canelo's a smaller guy that's moved up to 68 and 75. But what I'm saying, even Jimmy, even if he takes the punch, and I've said it all along, and people think I'm foolish, but it's not just me saying it. Sometimes you take two to land one. Because when the other guy commits with his two, he throws with all his thrust and his might. And he's exhaling as he punches. He's tired. Boom, swinging that punch forward. That's when you catch him vulnerable. And I think if Canelo fucking goes upstairs and he might not have the great defense like Canelo, but even if he eats the shot, he's gonna get you back like he did James DeGale. Remember James DeGale? He fucking got hit. That means Golovkin didn't move his feet. He was still in place. He didn't care about like dodging the punch. He fucking took the punch and pretty much threw his punch because he was already intending on doing that. That didn't fucking didn't dissuade him. Sometimes that's what you do, right? You take the punch, you keep your feet within the distance that you've already set, with your opponent's not paying attention. But I'm in distance, you're in distance too, so you hit me, I'll take it. But here I am. When you hit me, I'm throwing back, and that's what GGD does too.
Yeah, as soon as you take a step back, you just fuck up the distance and everything, and that's what some people do.
Oh, yeah, why
they're
do you want to do
defensive
that?
first. Exactly. All right, just take a phone call here. 805, you're on the air. 805, please go ahead.
How's it going, gentlemen?
What's up, man?
Mark.
Mark? All right.
Yeah, I don't have enough time, but I'll cut straight to the point. I'm picking Canelo by decision. I think that's the safer pick. I think he's going to win this time. Like, legit.
All right, Canelo by decision. Do you think because of the age factor? Is that why?
Yeah, I think he looked more human when he fought Murata, and let's face it, Canelo's fought tougher opposition. He's also fought bigger guys, and although he lost, he's iron sharpens iron.
All right.
So
that's a lot of people are thinking that. That's could happen. I think it's most likely that's what's gonna happen, in my opinion. Just Canelo wins by decision.
And I don't know. I just don't think Canelo would be the guy to stop Triple G, but that's just me.
I don't think anybody stops Triple G, in my opinion. Unless he's in his mid-40s or something, like he's still fighting. The chin's still there, man.
Yeah.
And the power also still there. And the power plays a factor. It's a deterrence. You're not just gonna jump in there and try to knock out Golovkin. I mean, this guy can fucking counter you. You're fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think his reflexes are lost a step or two, but could be wrong.
Yep. We'll see. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Call back after the fight. All right. Take care. See ya.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I meant Daniel Gill, not James DeGale, like Grim Reaper says. I was going to say that. He took his punch, then he threw his own.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, I mean, is anybody going to stop Golovkin anytime soon? No. The power's still there. The chin's still there. And Canelo.
And you know what?
Remember Matthew?
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, remember Matthew Macklin? When he caught with that body shot? Yeah, Macklin.
He got him screaming.
On his face, like, holy shit. And he's like, I've never been hit so hard in my life. And Macklin was a tough dude. People don't give him the credit he deserved. He was a tough out for anybody back then. And like he said, and that's how he called it. He was like, nobody went in and just blew me out. He goes, that kid, nobody. Yeah.
No.
Listen to his description of how those punches felt when he was in his prime.
Right. Let's take a look at the fighters that went to the distance or almost to the distance with Golovkin. Jacobs, but how did he have to fight? I mean, like I mentioned earlier, remember when the final rank bell, he just collapsed. He was on the ropes. He was like happy that, man, I made it to the finish line. The British guy, what was his name? The one who fought Sergio Martinez, Martin Murray.
I think that's the one that Jimmy said right now.
Matthew Macklin was the one with the body shot. Martin Murray, he almost made it to the finish line, but man, this guy was moving and like on the defensive. Like he was, it was like a lion chasing its prey basically, and he eventually the lion got it the prey. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's very difficult to go to distance with Golovkin. It's very difficult. So no, man. Like
And
Rubio was a good champion too.
Oh yeah, I got
Remember
him
back
out
in
of
the
there
day?
quick now.
Yeah.
He wasn't a fucking punk. That kid could take a fucking shot. Remember, he hit him on the top of the head, changed the direction of his punch midstream.
Yeah, with that
on the
weird
top
left
of his
hook.
fucking head.
Yeah, those hooks that Golovkin throws are weird because the elbow's really high, man.
No, and the thing about the thing about the hooks over the top. Let's say you're Canelo, you can roll with your regular ordinary hook from side to side, like horizontally. Boom. You can roll with that. You can turn your neck. How are you gonna turn your neck when a punch is coming over the top? It's like a lightning bolt. It's gonna compress like the football players. It's gonna compress the spine on your neck, and the energy is gonna travel somewhere. It's gonna go down your body. And it's gonna shake you to your fucking boots. That's why when Golovkin hits you, people say, "Oh, I never been hit like that," because you cannot move away from the energy as the punch is thrown down, boom, like a lightning bolt.
Exactly.
Yeah, what do you do then? I mean, just head movement.
Well, think about this too, guys. Berlanga. Oh, I'm sorry, Bucho. I'm talking over here. Billy, hear you guys.
No, go ahead. Berlanga, yeah. No,
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just cutting it a little bit now. I don't know if it's me or.
I don't know. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Hello?
Jimmy?
Yeah. Oh, all right. There you guys. Okay, yes, now I can hear you. Okay, shit. I had just one to the other side of the house. That's crazy. Okay. Berlanga, right? KO King. That's how he got his ink. It's the reason why anybody was even talking about him. Remember, he had 17 knockouts in a row? He just fought Steve Rolls and went the distance. Triple G blew him out. Right? He knocked him out, didn't he? He knocked Steve Rolls out. Didn't he stop him? Yeah, pretty much think he did.
He stopped him in 4 rounds.
Yeah,
even Martin Coser, the Argentinian dude. They're usually pretty tough, but even what's this the guy that Canelo beat, the English dude? Jesus.
Callum Smith.
No, the other one, Billy Joe Saunders. He beat Martin Coseres. He knocked him out. He knocked in the 10th round, and Berlanga win the distance with the Argentinian dude. Berlanga's a weird one. Yeah. Billy Joe Saunders had knocked that dude out.
Oh my god. There you have it. I mean, forget about Berlanga. Let's stick to this fight.
Let's say you're like Canelo. Okay, I got it. Like, you see, the people that start fast, like Murata and the fucking even the Kill Brook, and they go for the kill. Man, if Golovkin can take the punishment, he's gonna be there for the long run. Now, if you start off quick and you're Canelo, but you only throw 350 punches, let's say that's like 80 or 90 per round. That's being generous. That's 60 or 70 per round. But let's say you throw 120. Next round, you might need to take a break to catch your wind. So that means that Golovkin's going to have a good round. You see, it's that type of a chess match. It's that type of a chess match. Not like Bernard Hopkins and the other guy who fucking fought Wiki, right? Not that type of a chess match. This is like power chess. Let me take your big pieces. If I can take your big piece in this fucking round, because I hit you with 2-3 body shots and I snap your head back and I won the round, but then again I also hurt you and I threw a lot of punches. Next round I might need to take that round off. So in the next round the other guy might take a key piece to the other opponent, where it's gonna be like nobody's gonna run each over like clearly, because you still have to be there the third and the fourth and the next round to fight on. Because if you ain't knocking nobody out, you gotta think about the long game, not the short game. Am I gonna be conditioned enough to be still a player in the 10th and the 11th and the 12th round, right?
That's a good point.
You can't throw all your punches in one round thinking you're gonna have success in the second.
Yeah. No, it's terrible. All right, before we continue with this Golovkin talk, let's just get a super chat here from Rafael Garza. Thank you for your contribution. He says, have you gentlemen talked about Clarissa Shields in the nude, or how she looks in a cat suit when she works out? No, we haven't, by the way. He says, I prefer Sulem. And I think he's talking about Sulem Urbina, who's another boxer. And yeah, I'd take her over Clarissa Shields, man. But I'm not really into women's boxers. I'm not really into women boxing at all. But to each their own. And yeah, I don't think any of them are that hot, to be honest.
Well, Joe's actually got a really smoking body. He's pretty hot as the chick who was supposed to fight Maclea Mayer. She was supposed to fight her. Baumgardner. Alicia Baumgardner.
Oh, yeah,
she's
she's got a nice body.
Somebody posted some pictures of her, in a bikini. But a lot of them, dude, look like fucking gay truckers. You know what I mean? Like, they just muscular fucking, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
incredibly, the Queen saved her by her dying. She saved Clarissa Shields. God save the Queen, or the Queen saved Clarissa Shields. Because later she was frustrated. Oh man, this sucks. I can't sleep. Yeah, I would have been a fucking champion by now. Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So they postponed the fight till when? Like, I don't even know.
1 month from now, I believe.
A month. Jeez.
I was actually looking forward to it. Believe it or not, first time ever, I was looking forward to a female fight because, shit being said, and just I think Savannah Marshall can seriously crack, and they've both fought at a lot of the same people, and Shields hasn't been able to stop them, and Savannah has. Shields the better boxer, overall boxer, like in that kind of way, but Savannah definitely can crack. And it was also going to be that Alicia Baumgardner fight. So that was a couple of female fights I was actually interested in. But yeah. The Queen died, so
90 seconds.
Oh, I'm glad that at least the fight, because a lot of people have been talking about this fight, and it's good that they postponed it for a month, because if they postpone it for like a week or 2 weeks, and there's excuses, and because I remember Trinidad and Hopkins, when they were supposed to fight on September 16th or something, but then 9/11 happened, right? Well, a few days before that, so they postponed that fight to the 29th, something like that, and then
60 seconds.
There were a lot of excuses from Trinidad, like they postponed the fight, but
it's you can't do that, dude. The reason why I feel like say put it off a week, because when you're cutting weight, especially if you're having to cut a lot of weight to get into a certain weight class, you're timing that. You know what I mean, with your diet and everything. So you're to peak on that day. So suddenly say, okay, never mind, go back and fucking put on 20 pounds. Like that's to put it off, say a week. Like you'd want them to say, okay, fight next Saturday instead. That sucks, because now they're gonna fucking carb load. It's going to shock their body. They're going to put on a bunch of fucking weight. So you can't do that. So you're going to have to continue to live on fucking 90% protein and bad breath. You can't sleep at night. You sweat. It's a miserable way to feel. It's the worst time for a boxer that last week for a fight. They put that off. So I can see you'd have to go at least a month. You have to put it off.
Yeah.
Just for the dieting and
the whole
that
weight,
type of thing.
Yeah, the weight thing is a big issue. It's not easy, I guess, and oh yeah, no, forget about it. Next week, you're gonna fight in a week. No, yeah. All right. Well, I don't know when Mr. BDA is gonna have the second Renaissance show. Let me know in the chat, Mr. BDA. We're gonna have another show on Wednesday, so we're gonna continue taking down your predictions, and then on Friday we're gonna have the open lines show where anybody can join and anything can happen. So. Yeah, maybe we should call it a night.
What's the topic on the tonight's show? Is it an open panel? I mean, open topic, or is it any specific thing?
I'm not sure. You're gonna have to ask Mr. BDA, but you're obviously gonna be welcome as always, and Gonzalo as well. So yeah, Mr. BDA, just post a chat. Post the link again for the Renaissance, please, so everybody can check out that channel.
Can I say one thing real quick to Jimmy, real quick?
Yeah.
Mucho. In regards to Pitbull Cruz, man, yeah, there's a lot of things that he's doing now that I don't fucking like, man. The dude, he thinks he's all high and mighty. I don't know if it's because him or his promoter or fucking whatever that dude that works with Manny Pacquiao is, Sean Gibbons. That he thinks he's better than what he is or whatnot. I like what I see in the ring so far. But he can't get on that that diva behavior.
No.
What's the dangers of fighting guys? Like, they're not telling him, like, oh, listen, you don't tell your fighter, we're going to pick this guy because you're going to knock him out. Or that, they'll say they can knock him out easy, but if you're smart, you don't say that because you don't want him to take his training camp serious, right? So if he goes in, he's not really. I mean, did he really investigate? Like, this kid has a 30% knockout ratio, and he's a lifetime super featherweight. You're dragging him up 2 weight classes to knock him out. And did you see the way he knocked him out? He went right at him with his hands down, not even pretending to throw a jab because he didn't care what was coming back. That's just bad habits. Think about if you try to pull that shit with Lomachenko. You know what I mean? It's not doing himself any favors.
I mean, Ramirez was 5'7", 5'7" tall, and had never been knocked out. Then his 2 losses, but yeah, he almost appeared like he was bigger than Tank Davis. But like you said, one thing is looking bigger, but then again, never fighting 2 weight classes above whatever you fought and in the past before. Yeah, and sometimes I think, he fucking thinks he's all high and mighty, but sometimes I also like think he looks like this fucking indigenous dude that that probably gets what is it called? Not when people are racist against you. How do you call it? Discriminated. He gets discriminated a lot. Like the people in the fucking soap operas that only get like the bad parts in the movie. Like the hired help. So I'm thinking maybe this Mexican dude, he deserves to get a better opportunity because by the way he looks, he probably gets discriminated a lot.
Probably.
But maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, I just learned about that. Like, being an American from Boston, I knew nothing of that. Like, I had no idea that. So I just read on that because somebody said something about this. So I didn't realize there is, like, supposedly, I'm not going to say because people say everything here is systemic racism, so I'm not putting that on the country of Mexico because I hate that shit. I'm just saying what I was read, that indigenous-looking Indians or Mexicans get treated like second-class citizens by a lot of people in Mexico. Whether that's true or not, I just want to say, is that what you meant by that?
Yeah, that's right.
So that is a thing there? Because you guys understand, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't know at all.
Oh, yeah. But
Canelo's going to be like the owner of the mansion, the rich dude with the fucking nice car. And then Pitbull's going to be the one cutting the grass or bringing him the fucking the lemonade or whatnot.
That's true, man. Hey, I'll send you a video, Jimmy, that it's a British guy that lives in Mexico City, and he talked about that, like the discrimination that like in the commercials and the TV shows, it's always like white-looking people, and but that's changing now. Now like Coca-Cola had a commercial that looked kind of racist, and so now they're changing that shit. But for a lot, I mean, it has to do with Mexico's history, man. Actually, we should do a show on that, on the Second Renaissance. I'd like to talk about that shit.
Well, that would be wicked interesting because I'd learn a lot. Like, because I'm talking to people who actually know, because I can only learn stuff, reading it. I don't know who to trust on something like that. So it'd be good to hear right from you guys. That would be interesting.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that on the Renaissance show. Yeah, well, listen, time to go to the Second Renaissance, people. Click the link that I'm posting in the chat, and you can join the Second Renaissance show that's happening like right now in a few minutes. All right, Jimmy and Gonzalo, take care. See you on the next BDA boxing show. All right. You know what, guys? I'm going to play the commercial once again. One more time.
On the next Second Renaissance, the world is going insane, and we're on the front lines covering the action. Open panels, open phone lines.
There's an awful lot that you don't know. There are things you never dreamed of. There's another world out there.
Find out on the Second Renaissance.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining the BDA Boxing Show. We'll see you on Wednesday. And don't forget, Friday, open lines. Anything goes. See ya.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man. I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why. It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead. Shoot. Just kill the fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing.
Lobito!
You got nothing.
I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.